Once upon a time, in a small, humble cottage, lived a poor farmer and his wife. They had a small patch of land, a few animals, and a simple life. Though they worked hard every day, they barely had enough to eat.
One morning, the farmer went to the barn to collect eggs from his favorite goose. To his utter astonishment, nestled in the straw was not an ordinary white egg, but one that shimmered and shone with a brilliant light. He picked it up. It was heavy, far too heavy to be a normal egg. It was smooth, cool, and gleamed in the morning sun. It was an egg of solid gold.
The farmer couldn't believe his eyes. He rushed back to the cottage to show his wife. She was just as stunned. They carefully took the egg to the town's goldsmith, who tested it and confirmed their hopes. It was pure, solid gold. The farmer sold the egg and returned home with more money than he had ever seen in his life.
From that day on, their lives changed. Every single morning, without fail, the goose would lay one magnificent golden egg. The farmer and his wife were no longer poor. They bought new clothes, repaired their cottage, and enjoyed the finest foods. They became comfortable and happy, their worries a distant memory. For a while, they were content. But as their wealth grew, so did their impatience. "One egg a day is wonderful," the farmer said to his wife one evening, "but it is so slow. Think of it, if this goose can lay a golden egg every day, its insides must be filled with a great lump of gold. Why should we wait to get rich bit by bit?"
The idea took root in his mind like a greedy weed. He began to dream of the immense treasure that must be hidden inside the goose. His wife, at first hesitant, was soon swayed by his vision of instant, boundless wealth. They would be the richest people in the whole country overnight.
The very next morning, blinded by their greed, they made a terrible decision. The farmer grabbed a sharp knife. He told himself it was for the best, that soon all their waiting would be over. With a heavy heart, but a mind clouded by visions of treasure, he killed their wonderful goose. He quickly cut it open, his hands trembling with anticipation. But inside, there was nothing. There was no lump of gold, no treasure trove. The goose was just like any other goose, with flesh and blood and bone. The farmer and his wife stared in horrified silence. They had killed the magical creature that had been their source of fortune. In their greedy rush to get everything at once, they had destroyed the very thing that gave them so much. They had lost their wonderful goose, and with it the golden eggs they would have received for the rest of their lives. They were poor once more, but this time their poverty was made far worse by the heavy weight of their foolishness and regret. And so they learned a hard and bitter lesson.